Welcome to Backstory and Beyond. My name is John Daniel, and I'm humbled to be your host. But I'm thrilled to be here with Mr. Donny Kerssenberg, who's right here. I want to shake his hand. How you doing, sir?
Doing
Thanks
great.
for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Mr. Kerssenberg is the owner, entrepreneur of Donny K, a media service company right here in Amsterdam, Netherlands. And I want you to hear his story. Now, Donny knows, as is the nature of Backstory and Beyond, is to help people become their best. And we do that by looking at things like calling, purpose, service, and peak human potential, like Kobe Bryant, peak human potential. And so the idea here is to make it relevant and meaningful to our audience. And this man has a story. He's an entrepreneur that goes, to an extent that helps us better ourselves. So let me push it over to him so that we can have a conversation. Please, sir, you know this is about the backstory. Tell us about who you are, your family, where you come from, and how it led to you owning, as an entrepreneur, Donny K.
Yes, well, I was born in Suriname, and I lived there for a pretty short time. My parents moved to the Netherlands because of job opportunities, and they did everything in their power to get me and my brothers and sisters the best education possible. So we did our best. Of course, they really pushed us to the max with that. And my father was, because he was working in a field where a computer was needed. He bought a computer very early in the days that computers weren't very common to have. So, and I loved it. I got very curious. I loved playing with that thing. I loved tinkering with it. And my parents let me, and I'm still very grateful for that because I embraced it. And I really loved the computers. I really loved the PC. And from there, I just started playing with it. And learning myself to work with the system and with other systems. And when I throughout the years, when I don't think I could say mastered, but when I got the computer down, I started helping other people with it. Giving advice, helping them choose their computer, even building their own computer. I also built my own computers and helping my parents and other family members with their computers. And when I finished middle school, I chose some. I did some courses in the computer science field, and did some programming, did some system management, and loving every second of it. Tried also other things with the computer, making music with it, trying to learn new things. When the internet was coming up, day one when it was available in the Netherlands, I took my bike, rushed to the bookstore, bought my first internet floppy disk, installed it, and went on. And before that, I also used up all the BBSs, calling in with my computer with my old 300 baud modem from PC to PC, and I loved it. It's so fantastic to be connected with everyone and talk with like-minded people. The hardcore nerds as we call ourselves. And and after that I started working in the computer and IT field. And the fun thing was I was still at school. I was still studying, so it was like an extra job, I don't know the English word for it, but in Dutch we would say a bijbaan. So a little job that you do on the side while studying. And that also helped me a lot because, if you are in a business environment, it's a whole different way of computing. And learned a lot, helped a lot of people, helped a lot of colleagues. And when I was done studying, I I think I combined the hardcore IT stuff with the media stuff because the last two schools that I went to, universities, were focused on media, and I also loved that a lot. So I did a lot of things in the multimedia, video, audio, and video world. And the last, I think the last university I went to really shaped me in combining the standard IT stuff with the digital film production stuff. And after that, I rolled into the tech media world, started working for a company that makes television programs for Viacom. And Viacom owns MTV, TMF, and used to own The Box in the Netherlands. And we made a TV show about the newest video games. And after that, while working there, we also did a spin-off. It was called Hardware Woensdag, which roughly translates like Hardware Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we would talk about the newest hardware, the newest gadgets. And that became a thing on its own. And also loved doing that. So on the one side, I was making a TV show about the newest video games. On the other side, I was making web shows about the newest hardware. And in the beginning, I worked behind the camera. But I think they saw my enthusiasm and saw all the knowledge I had about this. So they told me to come to the other side of the camera and also, start talking about it, making reviews about it. And it was a blast. And after that, I just kept working in the tech media world, making reviews, making previews, in writing for magazines, for the web, also making videos later on for social media. And since last year, I went solo. And now I'm doing it for myself.
And right there, Donny, let's take some of the pearls of wisdom that you just shared. Mm-hmm. It's important that people know me to basically interview people from large companies. But at the end of the day, a company starts small.
Yes.
And you brought a level of enthusiasm in our conversation as we had a cup of coffee at lunch yesterday.
Yes.
You're the person who's the next Bill Gates. And I want people to know this is where it starts. If you heard his enthusiasm, I did. I heard it just now. I heard it yesterday. Then what you hear is he's willing to put the work in. He was given a foundation from his parents and the people who were circles of support to care for him. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about. You utilize the support you have, and you think about the talents and gifts that you have and where you want to take them. Folks, this is a conversation with Mr. Donny K here, okay? And it's about how do I sit as a much older man and learn from him. Listening is important. You notice I didn't stop him. I just let him talk because he was sharing with you his backstory and what's to be learned. I'm sitting here at the IBC 2025. And the IBC 25 is one of the largest media conferences in the world in Amsterdam, Netherlands, where he lives. And he has started a company. He's an entrepreneur. He's looking to make a business that grows, that he can be of assistance with his skill sets based upon his backstory. All that said, Donny, you got everything you need, man. Now I want to hear more about what you're doing now with Donny K.
Yes.
Please, sir.
Yes. So I review the newest hardware, software, games, and gadgets, but I don't do that anymore in writing or standard videos. I live stream them. So I'm going on Twitch and review and testing the products together with an audience. And the thing I love about that most is that you have the interaction. So while you're testing your products, people are asking questions. Can you check out this? Can you do that? Can you do that? Because when I worked for the other tech companies, usually when the review is out there, there's always someone in the comments asking, oh, you should have tested this. Or, oh, I would have loved it if you would check out that. Or maybe if you have a question to one of the developers or the creators. about it. Yeah, it would be great if you would have done that. And now I can. And that's also why I'm also, next to all the reviews and previews I do, I also cover conferences like this. You know, you get in touch with the creator. Usually the creator or some product owner or manager is standing on their stands, on their exhibitions, and you can ask these questions right away or test things right away. So, for example, this year, I did a special about microphones. I did some live streams about microphones. And because I did it live, I had the opportunity to connect the microphone straight to my mobile streaming solution and let the viewers hear the differences between the microphones. And they loved it. And that's great. And also, of course, the creators, the manufacturers also love that because, you know, the feedback that they get, they can use it right away.
So, Donny, you are sharing, you're teaching.
Yes, also.
And at the same time, you're learning from the people you're teaching. That's how school's supposed to work.
Yes.
That the student and the teacher become colleagues in seeking the truth about what's happening with this hardware, this software. I can't imagine anybody in this audience hasn't gone on to YouTube or something like that to gain insight about a new piece of equipment that they've received. I do it all the time. But what I hear that's unique about what Donny is doing is this live stream. He can talk to you right then and there and answer your questions. It doesn't get better than that, folks. So I think that what we have with Donny is the seed of success because he has decided to communicate, to listen, to share, to teach, and to learn all at the same time. A whole lot of folks can learn lessons from that. Donny,
Thank you.
I would be remiss in not taking the time, as you shared your backstory, as you've shared, you know, what you're doing now with Donny K, the company, the media company. Is there anything that we missed that you want to address?
Next to the live streams, I also the live streams about tech. I'm also doing a bit of entertainment. That's actually how I started on Twitch. I started with just playing the games I love, and because you know when I was working for Game Kings, you know the game show, I also had a lot of knowledge about the retro games because I started very, very early. And so they gave me a special segment on the website. They called it Retro Donny, where I was talking about these old school games because old school is hip again. You know, there are a lot of people who are playing these retro games again. And there are also a lot of game developers, indie developers, that create games in the style of the old games of the 90s and the 80s. So I started out that way on Twitch, and people loved it because, you know, when I left Blammo Media, where Game Kings was created, that was the TV show. There wasn't any Retro Donny anymore. So when I did it on Twitch, some of the old Game Kings viewers were flocking to the channel. And checking it out.
So you're looking at an audience and increasing your portfolio. This is what I just heard you say as the last statement, you know, as to close this out, that you're paying attention to what your customers want.
Yes.
It doesn't get better than that. That's how you survive in the transformation of the media industry. The need of the customer and your ability to create the distribution of your product or service to the folks who want it. So look, man, it doesn't get better. Thank you, sir, for coming in. I appreciate where you're coming from.
Thanks for having me.
Look, it's an honor. As I said, I learned from you. And I look forward to the next time. All right?
Me too,
Be
me too.
well, sir.
Yes.
Take care. Good.